Do you remember when Breitbart had a black crime section on the website? A tag dedicated to cataloging black people doing bad things in crime. Because I guess that's important conservative news. I guess. And then liberals make blanket statements like all conservatives are racist, which I don't agree with at all. But when you do look at conservative media, it's easy to understand why they say that. Looking at the conservative subreddit, which is one of the more popular Republican forums of today, a simple search term of black man shows us that black crime is more prevalent with the far right than it's ever been. Hell, for this one search term, I got nearly 100 articles that include the term black man. Now, I will say some of these posts and articles are somewhat relevant to conservative politics. However, a significant portion are just random crimes. They're there to create hate and push the narrative that black crime is the problem, not systematic racism, and of course to disparage the Black Lives Matter movement.
Alright, now I want to take you down a little trip into some of the greatest hits. Black man shoots 3 white people after rear-ending them, and the media is silent as usual. 2,000 upvotes, 500 comments. Let's unpack this real quick. Black man shoots 3 white people. If you notice, they don't ever name names. None of these articles or these posts will ever have a name. They always have the color because they don't care about the name. They don't care about the victim. What they care about is that a person of color did something bad against a white person. And then they end it with, the media is silent as usual. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of dog whistles in the comments, but I'm not going to get started on those. But every time you see this, I could literally spend all day going through all these articles and showing you. National media silent after black man executes 5-year-old boy. White boy in front of his house. National media silent. Color. Then some type of violent verb. They don't care actually about the 5-year-old boy. And then they use the national media silent as their undercover dog whistle that makes it seem like they're not posting racist stuff. They're just making sure that the fake media and the fake news isn't going to be sweeping this underneath the rug. I remember this crime, by the way. This was such a heinous crime. It was covered by anyone. Even CNN had articles. I remember seeing this post on Facebook. Does it not make you wonder why it hasn't made the news? A 5-year-old boy riding his bike in his front yard, shot by a black man. Is this not newsworthy? That poor family. Linked by fucking CNN. They don't even care. They don't even read the articles. They just want to see the national media silent so they can seem like they're not being racist, like they're not pushing some racial propaganda. And they hide under that cloak of the national media silent because it makes them seem like, oh, we're fighting for the truth. We're just truth seekers. And we're going against the grain by sharing this news because the other media won't, despite the fact that they don't even look who's even covering it. They never look. If you think for a second that a person who's going to link this article actually looked to see if anyone else covered it, to even see if the national media was silent, they're not. They're going to post it anyways because they know it's going to get that attention. It's completely ridiculous. And national media silent, in my mind, is a pure racist dog whistle that has to go. You can't use that as an excuse to post your racist propaganda. It's not going to work, and it shouldn't work. Unfortunately, though, it does, because every time you come over here, this only has 4,500 upvotes and 1,000 comments. You see this all the time. It does very well, and it shouldn't. And look, when I say I could spend all day showing you these articles with the same formula, I can. 4 black teens charged in relation to murder of North Carolina girl. National media silent. It's like a racist Mad Lib. Black, noun. Violent, verb. White, noun. National media silent. And you got yourself a top performing news article filled with just magical dog whistle comments because that's what they love. But I digress. Because I want to discuss how actual crime is reported. Here we have black man murders 4-year-old white child in targeted attack. Does anyone in the media care? And this is linked from PJ Media. If you go into the PJ Media's article, you'll quickly see that this is just a cherry-picked article from WKBN. So the WKBN reported this guy wrote a news article on it, and then they said the media doesn't care, even though he took the story from a media outlet. And WKBN is a CBS affiliate in Ohio. Crime has always been reported on the local level. It's not that national news doesn't care. It's just that national news has local affiliates that cover local news. There are 17,000 murders a year in the United States, over 45 murders a day. CNN, Fox, and all of the major outlets do not have time to cover it. What happens is it's covered at the local level. So to say the national media doesn't care is a lie because they do care and they have local affiliates to cover it. And that's how it's always been done. I don't expect the most recent car chase in LA to be 24/7 on the news in Oklahoma because that'd be ridiculous.
Okay, I want to end it on this article because it's
way more sinister than it actually appears. 4 black teens charged in relation to murder of North Carolina girl. National media silent. Originally, it did not say national media silent. Originally, it said done in the name of Black Lives Matter. So when people read this, they're reading, black teens are going around killing white women in the name of Black Lives Matter. They went back and changed it, but not after it's shared tens of thousands of times. You come into the comments and see, why doesn't BLM take a stance on violence committed in their name? It doesn't matter that they went back and changed it, because this is what people think. This is how they ingested it. There's an interpretation, is literally that there's going to be violence against white people committed in the name of BLM, which is completely false. And this is a very commonly used tactic in right-wing media. I'm actually going to do a follow-up video because there's so many instances I found of just being complete lies and fabrications. And this is extremely dangerous to radicals or people who are on the fringe. This will turn them into radicals. This type of reporting will not only lead to more hate, but will lead to more violence. And I want to end it on this. I don't think all conservatives are racist. Every conservative I know does not spend all day posting disinformation, sharing racially biased articles. This is a clear case to me of the silent majority being misrepresented by the loud minority. And if the Republican Party wants to change the appearance of being the racist party, the silent majority needs to speak up and put an end to this attitude and emphasis on disparaging Black Lives Matter and hyper-focus on black crime. On the flip side, liberals and progressives, we need to tone down the narrative that all conservatives are racist. It's been tried for the last 4 years and hasn't worked. People aren't going to change from being a Republican because Democrats are saying you're racist. It hasn't worked, and it's actually creating more division and not unity, which is what we need right now. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. I know this video is probably a bit rough, but work in progress. Hope you guys enjoyed it.